NFL training camp drama, Cook and Williams contracts, Hendrickson holdout, McLaurin absent. In a significant update from the NFL, both James Cook of the Buffalo Bills and Kyren Williams of the Los Angeles Rams have reported to their respective training camps amidst ongoing contract negotiations. This news, published on July 22, 2025, at 10:12 a.m. and updated later that day at 9:36 p.m., highlights the dynamic nature of player contracts in the league. For those eager to stay informed about the latest happenings in the NFL, visiting NFL.com's Transaction Hub is a great way to get daily updates. Signings. Cornerback Will Johnson, selected in the second round as the 47th overall pick, has officially signed his rookie contract, as reported by NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. This signing ensures that all of Arizona's draft picks for 2025 are now under contract, a crucial step for the team's future. Training camp news. Running back James Cook is set to join the training camp on Tuesday, as confirmed by NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. His participation comes during a period of contract discussions with the Bills. It remains uncertain how much practice time Cook will see or how active he will be on the field, although he did participate in the mandatory minicamp earlier this spring. Injuries. Tight end Dawson Knox has been placed on the active/non-football injury list, while offensive tackle Spencer Brown is on the active/physically unable to perform list. Center Cedric Van Pran-Granger has also been placed on the active/PUP list. In a positive note, defensive end Landon Jackson has been activated from the physically unable to perform list. Signings. The Bills have also signed wide receiver David White Jr. and tight end Matt Sokol, adding depth to their roster. Roster cuts. Unfortunately, wide receiver Kelly Akarayi and punter Jake Camarda have been released from the team, marking a tough decision for the coaching staff. Uniform news. In a nostalgic move, the Bills have announced the return of their iconic red helmets, which will be worn during Week 18 against the Jets. This game will commemorate the final regular season match at Highmark Stadium, making it a special occasion for fans. Signings. Tight end Tyler Mabry has also joined the team, further strengthening their offensive options. Injuries. The status of tight end Tommy Tremble remains uncertain for the season opener, as general manager Dan Morgan revealed that Tremble, who underwent back surgery in the offseason, has been placed on the physically unable to perform list. Defensive tackle Bobby Brown III is on the active/non-football injury list, while defensive tackle Derek Brown has been cleared for all activities following a knee issue. Roster cuts. Linebacker Josey Jewell has been released due to ongoing concussion symptoms. The team has stated that Jewell is prioritizing his health and is allowing the Panthers to move forward, potentially leaving the door open for his return if his recovery progresses well. Injuries. Running back Ian Wheeler and wide receiver Jody Walker have been activated from the active/non-football injury list. Tight end Colston Loveland is ready to return, although he will likely have a ramp-up period. Offensive lineman Braxton Jones is also set to return, with a similar ramp-up expected. Cornerback Jalen Johnson suffered a leg injury during training but is not expected to face long-term issues. Signings. Defensive lineman Tano Pasanyan and defensive back Trey Flowers have also signed with the team, adding to their defensive lineup. Roster cuts. Defensive lineman Jeremy Robinson and defensive back Alex Cook have been waived, as the team continues to refine its roster. Training camp news. Defensive end Trey Hendrickson is notably absent from the Bengals training camp as he seeks a contract extension. He shared a photo from a Florida highway on Instagram, indicating his intention to hold out until a new deal is reached. Roster cuts. Defensive tackle Dante Barnett has also been released from the team. Injuries. Running back Zach Moss has been placed on the active/non-football injury list, adding to the team's injury concerns. Injuries. Quarterback Deshaun Watson has been placed on the active/physically unable to perform list, while wide receiver David Bell is on the active/non-football injury list. Defensive tackle Mike Hall has been placed on the active/PUP list. Roster cuts. Wide receiver Jalen Gill has been released as well. Training camp news. Offensive lineman Tate Ratledge, a second-round pick for Detroit, is taking all reps at center, a position the team believes he can excel in despite his college experience as a guard. Head coach Dan Campbell remarked, "We're putting a lot on him. He's drinking out of a fire hose right now, indicating the high expectations placed on him as the Lions adjust to life without former center Frank Ragnow, who retired this offseason after a successful career. Injuries. Running back Sione Vaki will not practice on Tuesday due to a leg issue. Offensive lineman Miles Frazier is expected to be out until September or October following a knee injury. Defensive lineman Roy Lopez will miss a few days after sustaining an injury during practice, while defensive tackle Broderick Martin left practice early and is being evaluated for a foot injury. Other news. Linebacker Alex Anzalone, who is in the final year of his contract, expressed his belief that he is underpaid compared to other linebackers in the league. He voiced his disappointment with the organization after previously raising this issue. Anzalone hopes to retire as a Lion but is uncertain about when he will return to practice. Free agents. Other news. Safety Quandre Diggs has been fully cleared and is healthy, with plans to play in 2025, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Signings. Wide receiver Will Shepherd has signed with the team, and the extension for offensive lineman Zach Tom has been announced, securing him for 4 years at $88 million. Kicker Mark McNamee has also joined the roster. Injuries. Defensive lineman Mazone Smith has been placed on the active/physically unable to perform list. Injuries. Quarterback Anthony Richardson has been throwing for the past 3 weeks and is expected to practice on Wednesday without restrictions, as confirmed by General Manager Chris Ballard. The team will monitor his workload closely. Linebacker Zaire Franklin, who underwent ankle surgery in the offseason, will not start training camp on the physically unable to perform list. Training camp news. Left tackle Josh Simmons is taking first-team reps at practice, as confirmed by head coach Andy Reid. The first-round rookie is recovering from a torn patellar tendon sustained during his final college season. Signings. Wide receiver Philip Dorsett has signed with the team, along with wide receiver Seth Williams. Guard Antonio Mafi is also joining the roster, while cornerback JT Woods is signing with Las Vegas. Safety Jamal Adams is reuniting with former head coach Pete Carroll in Las Vegas as well. Roster cuts. Wide receivers Zachary Franklin and Keyshawn Smith, along with linebacker Jalen Walker and defensive back Mello Dotson, have been released from the team. Injuries. Defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, who is on the PUP list due to a foot injury, has an uncertain timeline for return, as stated by head coach Pete Carroll. Signings. Running back Nyheim Hines has signed with the team. Roster cuts. Offensive tackle Savion Washington has been released. Injuries. Left tackle Rashawn Slater is dealing with a minor injury, as reported by head coach Jim Harbaugh. Training camp news. Running back Kyren Williams, who is in the final year of his contract and seeking a new deal, has reported to training camp. Williams is a potential hold-in candidate without a new contract but has stated he will practice during camp and be ready for Week 1, expressing no desire to hold out. Injuries. Quarterback Matthew Stafford is experiencing back soreness and will have modified workouts to start camp, according to head coach Sean McVay. Signings. Offensive lineman Daniel Brunskill has joined the team. Roster cuts. Quarterback Brett Rippon has been released. Injuries. Tight end Darren Waller has been placed on the active/physically unable to perform list, while offensive lineman Liam Eichenberg is on the active/PUP list. Safety Afita Melifonwu is on the active/non-football injury list. Jersey numbers. Running back Jalen Wright will wear number 5 in the 2025 season, a number that became available after cornerback Jalen Ramsey was traded to Pittsburgh. Safety Minkah Fitzpatrick will return to Miami wearing number 29, the same number he wore as a first-round pick for the Dolphins, after wearing number 39 with the Steelers. Injuries. Tight end Gavin Bartholomew will start training camp on the active/physically unable to perform list due to a low back issue, as reported by head coach Kevin O'Connell. Defensive end Chaz Chambliss will also be on the active/PUP list due to a right foot injury. Injuries. Wide receiver Stefon Diggs has been cleared to practice following a knee injury, as confirmed by head coach Mike Vrabel. Diggs is recovering from an ACL tear suffered last season. Linebacker Jelani Tavai, who began camp on the non-football injury list, is set to practice on Wednesday, as is cornerback Carlton Davis, who is on the NFI list. Retirements. Safety Tyrann Mathieu has announced his retirement. James Cook's future with the Bills. Brandon Beane's hopeful outlook. NFL updates. Brandon Beane expresses optimism about James Cook's presence at next year's training camp, a sentiment echoed by Buffalo's head coach, Sean McDermott. Before the Bills took to the field, McDermott shared with reporters his expectation that Cook would participate in practice on Wednesday, despite the running back's ongoing pursuit of a new contract. Cook met those expectations by engaging fully in every drill, as confirmed by various reporters. After the practice session, General Manager Brandon Beane was asked to comment on Cook's commitment, noting that his presence and active participation speak volumes. "James is a competitive guy. He's a remarkable player and an excellent teammate," Beane stated during his press conference. "He genuinely wants to be here and has a passion for the game." Throughout the scouting process, we learned a lot about James, and it has been rewarding to witness his growth both on and off the field. "He possesses a certain calmness that is admirable." Beane acknowledged the complexities of contract negotiations, stating, "Naturally, everyone desires fair compensation. This aspect of my role is challenging because I genuinely want to reward all our players, especially those who are dedicated, perform well, and are beloved by their teammates and fans. James is a perfect fit for Buffalo. However, there are times when alignment is difficult, or we find ourselves unable to retain players we value. I remain hopeful that when we gather for next year's training camp, James Cook will be there, practicing and proudly representing our team colors." He also mentioned a conversation he had with Cook during the mandatory minicamp, where Cook had yet to decide on his participation in training camp. However, he showed up to avoid any potential fines, humorously stating, "I like my money." "Our relationship has always been strong," Beane remarked about Cook. "As I've consistently said, I have great affection for James Cook. My goal is to draft, develop, and re-sign our players. Yet, this is a business, and we must consider not just the immediate financial implications but also the salary cap for the future. It's crucial to plan for 2026, 2027, and beyond, as we could find ourselves in a situation where we have to make tough decisions about players we want to keep. Therefore, any deal we make must be sensible and sustainable. I truly admire James. He looks fantastic and it's evident he has been putting in the work. I thought he performed well during the June camp, and I believe everyone knows I maintain open communication with our players. That's just my approach. We'll allow the business side to unfold naturally." Drafted in the second round in 2022, Cook has made a significant impact, accumulating 2,638 rushing yards and scoring 20 touchdowns throughout his career. Additionally, he has caught 97 passes for 883 yards, contributing 7 touchdowns.